have to put in here that it's probably not suitable for kids to hear about my story time. So I wanted you guys to know so that you can, the adults can look at it first, and then you can decide, you know, because I say some things in there that are probably not suitable that you want your kids to hear, maybe, perhaps. But it is funny. Kind of gross. So anyways, okay, let's get on with the video. I left in me. I still got a lot of fight left in me.
My favorite music. It's my music. My mix.
Hi everybody, welcome to The Colors of Beauty by Elle. I'm Isabel. Welcome back and welcome all my new subscribers. So I just got out of my hair appointment. That's why I got a little bit of a dye right here. My husband calls it a little tiara. Because every time I come out of there I got a little brown thing. But that's okay. Because I told her it's not a big deal, because I told her just to leave it, because I'm pretty, you know, the gray's coming out and it's like, oh, what do you do? Everybody does, right? Everybody gets gray at some point, or white, or silver. Mine is actually white. So anyways, like you really wanted to know that, right? Anyways, you guys, I was thinking about something. I was passing by this optical place, and it reminded me of when I was working. So I'm going to tell you a story. True story. I'm not making this up. Okay. I was working when I first started as an optician. An optician is somebody that helps people with their glasses and adjusts them, does stuff, you know, with contacts and everything. I was just starting out because I was, you know, and then later on I became a surgical tech for doctors. And also, I'm sorry if my voice is a little crackly. I'm still getting over this, whatever it is, but that's okay. Anyways, I was working at this place, and so where I was working at, we had a lot of senior citizens come in, a lot. It was more like a retirement place in Arizona. It's called Sun City. Okay, but Sun City, Arizona is more like a retirement place for older people, you know. So, community, a retirement community, there we go. Anyways, so we would get a lot of retired people there, okay? And sometimes when you're, you know, the people that would come in would just be kind of like, they'd come in like in their pajamas and really loose clothes, or they come in, you know, right after golf or something, you know, because it was their little community. They can dress however the heck they want it. So I would just help them or whatever, you know, just because you wouldn't dare say anything about how they're dressed or anything, because then you would get in trouble. So one day, you know, I don't know if you wear glasses or not, but if you wear glasses, you know that the optician has to look behind the ears and everything to make sure that the glasses fit properly. And, you know, they tug to see if they're tight enough back there, if they're hugging, and so forth. Okay, so comes in this gentleman and his wife, an older couple, of course. And he was wearing these really, really baggy shorts, which is not unusual, you know, because I think they just came back from golfing, both of them. They had their little golf cart out parked in the, you know, in the parkway there, in the parking lot. So then he was picking up his glasses, and so I was helping him. I put them on, and like a good optician does, I get up from my chair, because I had my own desk, so he was sitting across from me on the desk. And so I get up out of my chair, and I come around my desk, and I'm checking behind the ears, and then I spot it. Holy cow. I think I must have turned like 5 shades of red, and like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I looked down, by him, because I was right next to him, looking behind the ears, and I looked down, okay, and there they were, like 2 little bald men coming out of his pants. Yes, people, his balls. Yes. I was like, oh my God, this guy must not be wearing any underwear, because his balls were all like on the side, and his shorts were so baggy that they were like coming up on his thigh, but he was all like hanging out. And so I was like, okay. I didn't even really check the other ear, because I was just checking the one ear. And I'm serious, that guy must have been like a lefty. Because I was like a pope. And so I was like, okay. And he goes, well, aren't you gonna, I come around to my desk, and he goes, well, aren't you gonna check the other ear? I think it's kind of loose. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm there, and I get up, and there they were again. And I was like trying not to stare. I was trying not to look down, okay? But when you've got something like that is unusual, that you've like weird, and not weird, I guess, because I've seen, I've seen little bald men before with, like with just spikes or hair coming out. Well, no, not really, not spikes of hair, but holy cow. And so so I'm there trying not to look, and but it's hard not to, because it's just so weird. So you're like, and I'm like fixing it, and I'm like looking up, and he's talking to me, and I'm not even really paying any attention to him, because I'm really trying to concentrate on what I'm doing, trying not to, to stare at the obvious. And the kicker is, people, his wife was sitting right next to him, and she didn't even like look. And sorry, my hair looks bad, but whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, how could you not tell your husband that his balls are hanging out from the side of his shorts, of his golf shorts? Does he go to golfing, and he tries to, like attract all these women with his balls? I was like, oh my God, oh my gosh, I don't know. So I finally finished with the man, and he's like, it's a small community, so he was like, oh, he's come in before, and he's like, oh, thank you, Isabel. I was like, okay, see ya, bye. Oh my holy cow, I cannot believe. It was just so funny to me that somebody, how would you not know? Wouldn't you feel a draft? Yeah, I don't know. Where his, it's like gross. Old man balls. Ew. So I was like, I don't mind if it was like somebody young and handsome, because we used to get like firemen in there, and they would come in and, you know, just be really cute and everything. You know, I wouldn't mind if it was one of them, but this guy, he looked like Mr. Burns on, like, you know, on Simpsons, and he had like all these plaques of stuff all over his face. So I was like, oh my God, that's disgusting. Oh my gosh. And then that brings me to a different story. Dude, really? Shame on you. Anyways, this brings me to a different story, okay? I was working in a different place. Fast forward a couple years, okay? And I was working in this place at a doctor's office, and at the time, you know, I was like, I was learning a lot more stuff. But anyways, I was working at this doctor's office, and this man comes in to pick up his glasses, or was it to make an appointment? I don't remember which one it was. Oh, no, he was there for an appointment. And then my co-worker at the time, I'm still very, very good friends with her, and she's like, he's like, I'm here for an appointment, and she goes, oh, okay. So then she looks at his file, because he wrote his name down, and she looks at his file, and then it was his turn to go back to the doctor's office. So she gets his file, and she calls out, Mr. Ballis? Mr. Ballis? I was like, oh my God. I was like, holy crap. I was like laughing so hard. I swear I could have peed my pants. So the guy, so I had to go in the back and laugh. And then I came on, the guy says, it's Ballis. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. So for the longest time, Mr. Ballis, I mean, it's still so fresh in my mind, and, you know, because it was like so long ago, but it's still fresh in my mind, the way she just, because she had this nice soothing voice, you know, Mr. Ballis, Mr. Ballis. I'm sorry. That's so funny. Oh Lordy. But yeah, you see a lot of stuff, and, you know, oh holy cow, it was so funny, people. It was just the funniest thing ever. Anyways, that's my story that I had to share with you, that I remembered when I was passing by that optical place back there. So, okay, you guys, that's it for today for my car vlog story. I hope you guys have a beautiful, colorful day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment down below and let me know if anything embarrassing like that ever happened to you guys. You know, did anything happen to you like that? Did you guys ever run into body parts while you were working or out and about? The things I could tell you guys, holy man. Anyways, have a great day, you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Subscribe.